I do not have a lot of flashes. I think I have just one. And I don't allow that to stop me from shooting product photography. No matter how difficult or how huge the obstacle is, you can always find your way around it. And that's exactly what I've been doing ever since. Moreover, everything that I shoot, be it portraits, product photography, all of them normally ends up either here on my YouTube channel or on my social media platforms, particularly Instagram. And so if I am not shooting for the purpose of blowing up my images, then why would I even worry about all the high performing, high definition cameras that are out there that cost a lot? So especially if you're starting up, you need just a simple tool. Any camera that you can afford, as long as it can take pictures, you can use it to capture great images. In that regard, I use my Canon EOS 6D, which I've been using for the past 4 years, and it still works. That's the same camera I use to shoot my portraits. Almost every image that you've seen since last 4 years have been shot all on this same camera. Alright, so that out of the way, let us talk about what we have today. I did a photo shoot right here in my bedroom. I did it without a lot of things. I compressed and made sure that I wasn't going to go way beyond with a lot of gear. In fact, my room is very small and it motivates me not to bring in so many things to congest the place. Talking about gear, I used 2 LED panels together with my Godox SL60W in an octabox, and so together making 3 lights in all. 2 of them were stationary, the softbox with the Godox SL60W, of course, and 1 LED panel. The other LED panel, you're going to see me using it hovering over the composition or the composed product. So that's how I went about with my lighting. Speaking about composition, I have a sheet of glass on which I placed everything that I shot. So I placed a sheet of glass which is black in tint on a black surface so that I don't risk having reflections or seeing through the glass, of having whatever it's laying upon appear through it. And so I had a black table right beneath the glass on which I composed my subjects or my objects, which are the products. The coffee beans, the ground coffee, as well as some ground coffee in its package. You see 2 packages. Actually, one is empty and the other is new, so it's full. And I tried my best to compose in such a way that you may not notice. If you didn't have the chance to watch a behind the scenes of what actually ensued, you wouldn't be able to tell. I purposely chose this brand and its packaging, having in mind colors to complement each other. So the sheet of glass, which is black, going against the package's overall color, which is gold. And as a designer, I understand gold or yellow goes with black a lot of times. With the help of my lights, I shot the packages or the products and its composition from different angles. So I had my light hovering over the packages to give it a top light or light to hit the upper part of the subject, and I positioned myself as I went along. So I didn't stand just at one particular spot. I was moving around to find the best possible angles that I could shoot in. I don't own a wide angle lens that can fit on my Canon EOS 6D, so I employed my GH5 with its 14 to 42 3.5 to 5.6 lens, to give me some wide angle shots. And that's the first image that, if you should check my Instagram page, you're going to find of these pictures, and I'm going to post it out here so you see. But predominantly I shot almost everything on my EOS 6D with the 50mm 1.8 to give me enough depth of field, unlike what the 14 to 42 3.5 to 5.6 would have given. I didn't have any backdrop, and for that matter I had to close down my aperture most of the time or concentrate the continuous light exactly very close to the product, because continuous light isn't as powerful as you may compare it to flashes. A lot of compromising will come with this because you're going to be having to close down your aperture, and that's going to force you or compel you to increase the ISO, and if that happens, you're introducing grain into your pictures. Since continuous lights are not as powerful as the flashes, it is recommended you use flashes. But if you still want to go ahead to use continuous lights, first of all, it's going to make work much more easy because you're going to have the opportunity to see how the light plays on the subject even before you capture the image. And I use my live view most of the time to take the pictures, especially on my GH5, because I wanted to be able to see how it looks like before I captured it. Even though I use the live view in some of the shots, I basically shot with my eye attached to the viewfinder. So you can play along with it, make your choice, and I think it's best if you're beginning with product photography, you may definitely have to use your live view so you can see the composition as you capture the images right on the screen. So in conclusion, I enjoyed the whole process of capturing the products on the black sheet of glass. Not only did it help reflect the products back on the glass, but it also aided in having a smooth surface, and it created a lot of catch lights bouncing back into the product. Even though it's black, because it's shiny and glossy, it will definitely bounce back an amount of light back into the subject, and it made everything work so well in the end. And I enjoyed the whole process once again, and I hope you also try your hands on something similar next time, or after watching this. I hope you are inspired to do product photography with continuous lights. So this brings me to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Turn on the post notification button so that you'll be the first anytime I upload a new video and you get the chance to see it. Until the next video, have a wonderful day. See ya.